Hello, Mark here, and welcome back to another video in the Reconnect with Your Inner Hero video series. It's a mouthful. Here I am walking through a wood in the UK, and it's July, and you'd think it would probably be autumn, but anyway, it's lovely still, it's cool, and from what I've been hearing and reading about around the rest of the world right now, we are very, very lucky because it's really very, very hot everywhere else. Anyway, so let's get on with it. I'm wearing these headphones today to block out a lot of noise, but also as a kind of significant item, because one of the things I mentioned in the previous videos was this idea of being in our heads. And headphones help you do exactly that. I've spent, I don't know how many years walking around with Walkman, pods, headphones, you name it, listening to music and going off into my world of dreams and the like. And I wonder how many of you can relate to that. It's blocking out sound, blocking out other noise so that we can somehow escape into our world. And I was also thinking some of the ideas from youth that go with that too. I was just, as it happened, coming across something in the newspaper the other day about the idea of the Victorian slogan, I think it's Victorian slogan of children should be seen and not heard concept, and that was very true in my parents' household. Very little in the sense of speak your mind, express yourself, communicate with us, be open, and we'll all be open together and we'll share good and bad, but we'll do that. It was very much a case of we only want to hear good news, or we only want you to respond when we communicate with you. And these were significant issues in my life where I would just go and lock myself away. It wasn't so sad or lonely in the real sense of the word, because I had friends and I had things to do. But in terms of relationships with your so-called mentors or guides, or however you want to describe them, not great, not very productive or supportive or empathetic or any of these adjectives at all, really. So we go into our own world. But the good news is, and the reason I wanted to share this today, is that we have the answers in here, and obviously within us, as to what we're really all about. And once you've got hold of that, once it's clear to you what it is, you can make progress. So, as I've said in my videos previously, and I'm using myself as an example, but you have to go into your own storylines. I was always quite expressive, and I like music. I like to write. I like to express myself, as and when I could. And it took a long time. But after several years working, a long time working in the corporate sector, devoid of anything really, I had this ongoing issue and panic attack, and which developed into an emotional breakdown, and I was just, I was a mass of nothing really. During that period of time, for want of the best way to describe it, my insides grabbed me and said, look, if you aren't going to move forward now at this point, you never will. And I kind of look back on it and thinking that breakdown was some kind of situation where my body just physically gave up. It couldn't deal with the emotional wear and tear any longer. And my system used that opportunity to somehow shake me up and down and say, okay, now start to express yourself. And lo and behold, sometime after that, I started to write, and my book came out within a period of time after that. And therefore, slowly I was, living my truth. And I was writing, and I had a style, a voice, and content which has built up over years, and which has developed into this now, you see. So it all has a reason. So being in your head is bad, but it also has its plus sides too, because you are in tune and intuitive to yourself. So please think about this now after watching the video, and start to think to yourself, what's my truth, and why have I denied myself for so long? What's been holding me back from living the best life I can and being, the real person that I am? And of course, the outcome of that, in a nutshell, is that your output is what you want, and your output with the world is on a much better footing, isn't it? And your relationships and communication style and everything is calmer, more positive, and more productive. So that's my video for today, and I wish you all the best with your own journey, and watch out for the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.